Now, your KAKE First Alert forecast with meteorologist Jay Prater.
All right, once again, a tornado watch is in effect until 10 o'clock. That does include greater Wichita. Everything in green here until 10. Now, we don't have any tornado warnings in effect. The only warning we have is a severe thunderstorm warning until 6:45 for Butler County. It just kind of clips Marion County, gets into Chase County and through Greenwood County for the potential for some heavy rainfall. Some wind gusts could exceed 60 miles per hour on the leading edge of this, but admittedly not really getting that strong a wind. It's just more rain and more rain and more rain. And I'm going to go live to meteorologist Tony Laubach, who's in El Dorado. Tony, when the line of storms came through you, about how high do you think the wind gusts were? And it looks like, once again, it's just water, and flooding.
It is pretty much water, and flooding. The winds were not very gusty when the storm came through. It was a big deal with the rains, though. We are seeing street flooding all throughout town right now as the rain is still continuing, but lightening up, Jay.
All right, so go back over to the edge. Thunderstorm number 1. This is moving out of eastern parts of Greenwood County. Just heavy rainfall. No, you're under a severe thunderstorm warning, but the wind fields have really started to kind of relax in these things. We could still gen up an occasional gust to 60, but most of this is just heavy rainfall, not even getting large hail indications. Now, earlier we did have probably a little weak brief tornado that did some damage around Douglas. More on that in just a second. We got this next thunderstorm rolling through here, and we'll keep an eye on the southern edge of these just to see if we get any circulation redeveloping. If we do, that'd be over towards the Winfield City Lake. And then as we get into Wichita, this is just heavier rain north of town now. You go back from Haven, a little thunderstorm heading over towards Pratt. That one's below severe limits, and even that is continuing to weaken as everything pushes on down towards the south. But the big issue, obviously, is going to be just water. Everything in red. Flash flooding, that means rapidly rising water that can get you stranded. The darker green, that's where we have the flood warnings, and the lighter green, the flood watch. We're going to be talking more about that. I do want to go to meteorologist Kat Taylor. Kat, you got an image from your Douglas earlier today and more on this flooding.
Yeah, Jay, we do have a look at kind of the potential tornado that moved through Douglas. This is from Scott Travis. This is 5 miles south of Douglas, and it's hard to see, a little blurry, but if you look back here, you can actually see a well-defined funnel here on the picture. We do have a brand new update from the Douglas Fire Department. They're reporting they have half a dozen trees, about 30 to 4 inches in diameter. They were completely uprooted. We have half of a commercial building roof that has been torn off. 2x4s were actually driven into somebody's roof, somebody's home, their roof. We have, and 4 power lines are snapped. There aren't reports of any injuries, and so we thank the fire department for that out of Douglas. We also have pictures coming in from KAKE employees of cars submerged. This is Angie. She works here at KAKE. This is on 21st and Ridge. So across Wichita, there's flooding, people submerging their cars and things like that. So just take extra precautions. Do not drive through the deep water. Jay?
And the flooding is going to be the story. But look at these Doppler radar estimates since Monday. Now, this includes the rain that has fallen today. Here we are. I mean, almost 10 inches now in southern Greenwood County. Even to get south of Augusta, just tremendous amounts of water. I mean, there we are, almost 9 inches. You get near Augusta, and not to be outdone, this is north central Kansas. When's the last time Rush Center picked up almost 11 inches of rain in a week in spring? We're dealing with the water that's receding here. We didn't even get an inch and a half. It just all came very quickly, and we're at 62 degrees. Western Kansas, contrasted to us, is having a great day. A little bit of cloud cover and haze, but it's 76. And then as you head farther west, it just gets better. Look at all the sunshine at Garden. 73 degrees. We'll go over to Goodland. Beautiful day. 73 degrees. Talk about 2 different KAKE lands. You get into the sunshine, all those 70s. Then you get into the rain, the 60s, with the heavy rainfall. The dew points, not only is it cool, it's crisp across northwest Kansas with those dew points in the 40s, but you can feel the muggies as you get across south central into southeast Kansas. The winds continue out of the south, a little breezy across western Kansas, but not terribly gusty by Kansas standards. So look at all that sunshine we've had over the past 6 hours. That frontal boundary came in here and is basically dissipating, with that boundary the focus and along to the east of us for more severe weather. We still have another wave that's going to be impacting us tomorrow, another risk of severe weather. So you take the RPM model, things are going to start spinning down overnight tonight pretty quickly. Still can't rule out a stray thunderstorm well southeast of the turnpike, but then tomorrow, once we get into the afternoon, here comes your next round of severe weather targeting southwest Kansas, and then that too will move east. and the pattern's not breaking down. So for Wichita and south central Kansas tonight, we're dealing with the storms, the flooding, 66 the low. Tomorrow, we will get into some sunshine, and then late in the afternoon into the evening, dealing with the potential for another round of severe weather with highs in the 80s. Saturday night, that severe weather threat extends. Still chances for rain and thunder. Concerned about Tuesday, another severe weather risk. And then even some storm chances Thursday and Friday. North central Kansas, as far as tonight goes, storms pretty much moved out. Mostly clear, 58 Hayes, 66 Salina. But as we get into the late afternoon and evening hours, some storms bubbling up, especially impacting I-70 to the south. We'll keep an eye on. And then the planner shows the risk of severe storms coming back on Monday. Still more rain chances. Enjoy your break coming up on Wednesday. And across western Kansas tonight, you're enjoying a break from the weather. Storms on the east of Dodge, all that's going to exit. And then tomorrow, we're looking at a lot of sunshine, some severe in the afternoon, primarily southwest Kansas, but even south of I-70, we'll have to keep an eye out. Your planner for southwest Kansas, risk of severe again Sunday into Sunday night, maybe a break Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, dry briefly, and then some storm chances start creeping back in. And even across northwest Kansas, we're dealing with severe risk Saturday night, Sunday into Sunday night, a break Monday, and still some shower chances, but fortunately on the smaller side as we get to the back half of the week. We're KAKE News at 6 coming up.